Hey, I'm playing Just Another Day by Paul McCartney and Wings, Sir Paul and Wings. And I'm playing it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play another song with me. And if you'd be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial, together with a slow motion, close-up play-along you might find helpful. Now here goes. Every day she takes a morning bath, she wets her hair, wraps a towel around her as she's heading for the bedroom chair. It's just another day, slipping into stockings, stepping into shoes, dipping in the pocket of her raincoat. It's just another day. At the office where the papers grow, she takes a break, drinks another coffee, and she finds it hard to stay awake. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. So sad, so sad. Sometimes she feels so sad. Alone in her apartment she'd dwell, till the man of her dreams comes to break the spell. Ah, stay, don't stand around. And he comes, and he stays, but he leaves the next day. So sad. Sometimes she feels so sad. And she posts another letter to the sound of 5. People gather around her and she finds it hard to stay alive. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. So sad, so sad. Sometimes she feels so sad. Alone in her apartment she'd dwell, till the man of your dreams comes to break the spell. Ah, stay, don't stand around. And he comes, and he stays, but he leaves the next day. So sad. Sometimes she feels so sad. Every day she takes a morning bath, she wets her hair, wraps a towel around her and she's heading for the bedroom chair. It's just another day, slipping into stockings, stepping into shoes, dipping in the pocket of her raincoat. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. What a sweet Sir Paul song. All right. Really is a fun song. It's got a lot of chords. It's not as hard as it looks. I've said that before, and sometimes you haven't believed me, or sometimes I've proved myself wrong. I think it's true this time. It's not an easy song. I tried to simplify it in a couple chords. I tried to make a simpler version. It didn't work. It kind of broke the song. So instead, I put a couple chords in bright red. You can skip those if you want. You can have less transitions. Also, you don't have to do the step-ups and step-downs. I'll show you those, though. They're not hard, and if you love the song, you want to practice them, you'll get it. Okay, first of all, the strum. There are 2 strums in the song. 4/4 section, 3/4 section. The chorus is in 3/4 time. It's in different timing. Now, fortunately, there's like a break between, so it like gives you a chance to reset. But the first section, you know, the verses and the doo-doos are all, and the outro, they're all the most clockwork metered even. If you can manage to do them evenly, in other words, you don't play down firmer than up. You don't play, you don't pause at all. You don't emphasize the first and third or the second and fourth. You just clockwork even. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That's it. That's the strum. Pretty cool, huh? chord transitions. So how do we do the chord transitions? Oh, but yeah, I'm going to do the chord transitions from there. Then I'll go to the 3/4 chorus. All right, so every day she takes a morning bath, she wets her hair. All right, I'm thinking of the index finger as sort of the anchor point there, because it's going to move a string, but if you roll it, that's like all you're doing, really. It's hardly moving, right? My index fingertip is hardly moving. Whoops, I got my G. And then it moves over to the B, and the index finger hardly moves. It just kind of flattens out, all right? Every day she takes a morning bath, she wets her hair, and then again, it's going to slide back, but it's just going to slide, like all 3 of these fingers are going to slide 1 string over, and there's your E minor. That's it. Every day she takes a morning bath, she wets her hair, wraps a towel around her, and she's... All right, now I'm going to just pick up and jump. I did an A minor this way, 2nd position A minor. I wanted to hear this, because I wanted to hear it go from here to here to here. Right? Wets her hair, wraps a towel around her as she's heading for the bedroom chair. Right? It goes along with my voice. I wanted to hear that, so I did a 2nd position A minor. You can just do an A minor if you would prefer. It's okay. By the way, you can always do that. With my chords, if you see a small superscripted number up on the side, it's a different position up the neck of the same chord. You can always ignore the superscript. Just play the basic chord if you would rather. It'll always work. It will. It'll always work. What the difference usually is the A string, the kind of melody the A string brings to it. You'll lack that, but that's all. It won't be wrong. It'll sound good. So every day she wets her hair, wraps her towel, and she's heading for the bedroom. Now I'm going to leave my index finger right there, right? Chair. It's just another. If you're getting too complicated, you can skip that part, but all you have to do is pick up a finger, and you got an F sharp diminished, which sounds like the most difficult chord in this song. It's not, but it sounds difficult. F sharp diminished. It's just another day. Now here your ring finger is kind of the stability, because it stays on the same string, just goes up 1 fret. That's it. So wraps a towel around her as she's heading for the bedroom chair. Just another day. Slippin into... Well, actually, excuse me, I don't do it that way. I started doing it that way, and then I decided to slide my middle finger instead. I got my G, right? Slippin into stockings. That's how I'm doing it. Steppin into shoes, dippin in the pocket of her raincoat. And now, from here, so in the same way that your middle finger is giving you stability by staying on the string, attached to the fretboard, just sliding up 1 fret. In the same way, now my index finger is going to do the same thing. It's sliding down 1 fret, and that's all it's doing. Dippin in the pocket of her raincoat. Now here's that SD is a step down. That's what I was doing. I wanted to hear this. That's actually what you're going to hear. But I did it with an A. It's not, unfortunately, that last note doesn't sound real strong because you got the whole chord, but oh well. That's the idea. It's just another, and I wrote out the 4 G's because it's day, and that's it, and then you hang. At the office where the papers grow. I love that line. That is my favorite line of the song. At the office where the papers grow, she takes a break. All right, that's the same thing, and actually it's the same thing to the do-do-do's. Do-do-do-do-do-do. It's just another day. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Now for this one, again, the C, from the G to the C, I'm sliding up my middle finger. Just another. Now drop my index finger, and I've got my D7. Day. Slide my ring finger down. Right, that's my stability factor. Now I have to pick them all up. Oh well. Now here's what I did for the step up, and I have the advantage of having my ukulele tuned to a low G. You might want to skip this if you don't. If you have a high tuned ukulele, if you're up here instead, then it won't sound as good. But here's what I did. I just did plucking 1 string each. I did it wrong then. You gotta actually grab it and do it. But that's the idea. On a low G ukulele, it works. On a high G, it won't sound. You can do it. It won't sound quite as good. All right. Now we're to the chorus, and the most dramatic thing we're doing is changing the strum. Oh gosh, we're changing the strum. Really? Yes, we're changing the strum. So we're playing the right chords. So sad, so sad. Right? Now now I am, instead of doing a regular, I'm giving emphasis. It's the emphasis is on the first of 3, and there's a pause after it. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Right? So sad, so sad. You hear how it's stronger? 1, 2, 3. Sometimes it feels so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The 1 is stronger. And that's the whole thing, except second half of the chorus, I said fuller strum. It's the same strum, but you want more energy, like the rest of the band comes and starts singing harmonies, and all the instruments are increasing some fullness. I did a little bit of that, even though I was stuck with only 4 strings. I did a little bit of that by changing my strum a little bit, just to make it more strums, just to make it fuller. So, till the man of your dreams comes to break the spell. Now here I go to fuller. I'm using all my fingernails. I'm making sure I got it all in, and I'm strumming a little harder. And actually, the truth is, I stopped, instead of pausing, I did it a lighter up after the first down. I think I didn't pause at all. Right? Okay. Now, the chord transitions there are a little crazy too. So the whole chorus, E minor, start with an E minor. That's not too crazy. C major 7 is easy. Just pick up your 2 fingers. That makes it good. Okay, A. You do have to jump to the A. But then you got to break. You just pick up all your fingers for the A minor 7. And we go back to the E minor. Okay, then after the word spell, I'm leaving my index finger here. That's my stability point. By the way, those of you who do an E7 on this one, it won't work quite as well. You might want to do it up here. You could do that. But some people play an E7 all the time instead of an E because an E is just hard. And usually it works. This one won't work quite as well. You could do it, but yeah, it doesn't sound quite as good. But do it if you need to. Absolutely, it'll still be a beautiful song. It will. But so remember, I went from E minor. I left my index finger there. Dropped that for the E. And again, this is, well, it's not really a stability point. You just have to shift over to the, and you could do remember what I said about that superscripted number? You can ignore it if you want. This is a second position C. I wanted to hear it go up. The whole thing going up. So I used a second position C, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So, I'll stay, don't stand around. Now from this, if you want it, if you're having trouble getting to the D, you can think of your middle finger as a stability because it stays on the string, slides down 2 frets, and the other, like your whole hand is wrapping around your middle finger in that transition, right? Don't stand around. And it stays there. These 2 stay in the same position. D augmented, I would argue, is the hardest chord in this song. But it's not crazy hard when you go from a D because I already have 2 of my fingers in the right place. I'm going to leave them there and watch what I do. And that is kind of a weird chord, right? I've got my 2 fingers. Now I'm going to put a finger here and a finger here. And you only get to stay on it for half a measure too. So you could leave it, I suppose you could leave it as a G. It won't sound as good though. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. Sounds better, though, if you could switch to the augmented. See, that's again. And you hear it here, too. That's how it's going. That's what you hear when you have those chords. You hear the step up on each of those. All right, so don't stand around, and he comes and he stays. Yeah, that's a switch too, isn't it? Oh well. Hey, but he leaves. At least that's not so bad. From B minor to B major, you can leave. You got this stay in the same place, and this just drops in. Okay. Here's the next day, so sad. Sometimes it feels so sad. And it drops back in the same place. Okay. I think now I'm just going to go slow motion through the first chorus. From the start of the song through the first chorus with a close-up on my left hand so you can see every chord transition, and you can practice every chord transition in slow motion with me if you like. If you don't want to stick around for that, then don't. But hey, if you like the video, please like the video. You want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is free, of course. You want lots more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, hundreds of them, actually several hundred. Check out our Dropbox, and then check out our meetup page and come play with us. Now, here goes. Slow motion, close up. 1, 2, 3. Every day she takes a morning bath, she wets her hair, wraps a towel around her as she's heading for the bedroom chair. It's just another day, slipping into stockings, stepping into shoes, dipping in the pocket of her raincoat. It's just another day at the office where the papers grow. She takes a break, drinks another coffee, and she finds it hard to stay awake. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's just another day. So sad, so sad. Sometimes she feels so sad. Alone in her apartment she dwelled till the man of her dreams comes to break the spell. Oh, stay, don't stand around. And he comes and he stays, but he leaves the next day. So sad. Sometimes she feels so sad. That's it. But don't feel sad. You don't have to be alone in your apartment. Come play with us instead. See you Wednesday. Bye.